The outstanding trait that distinguishes Donald Trump from the rest of politicians is his lack of inhibition. The outstanding characteristic of politicians is inhibition. And it's quite different from, say, the outstanding characteristic of people in the pornography industry, which is disinhibition. And Donald Trump is less inhibited than any other politician of which I'm aware, which makes him so electric and so volatile and so compelling. It's incredible. And so there's nothing crazy about dancing by yourself for 40 minutes on a stage at a campaign rally. It's unusual. It takes huge balls. It's bizarre. And the Democrats would seize on this as evidence that Donald Trump is crazy, shows that they don't have much else to run on. Have you had the experience of being in a situation where other people have just exhibited much more courage and self-confidence than you did, and you just watched it and you're envious? I mean, could you imagine just dancing and swaying alone on a political campaign stage for 40 minutes, knowing that there were all these cameras and journalists there to analyze what was going on? And so this is Donald Trump's, and what made his term successful, to the extent that it was successful, is that he had inhibiting forces around him that discouraged his worst instincts. For example, Donald Trump wanted to hit various drug labs in Mexico with missiles. That would not have been a good idea for America's best interests and best relationships with Mexico, but he had enough people on his team said, that's a really bad idea, sir. We can't do that. And Trump had a lot of other crazy suggestions that have been well documented in books about the Trump administration. And so you need people with inhibition to step in when Donald Trump starts making crazy suggestions. And we have reason to expect that Donald Trump will get these kind of inhibitions in his second term. But Ezra Klein has a long essay in the New York Times under the headline, "What's Wrong with Donald Trump?" And it begins with that story of Trump just swaying on stage to the music for 40 minutes during a campaign rally, canceling the question and answer session. How Democrats seized on that as evidence that Trump was crazy. Ezra Klein says that while watching that video of Trump swaying on stage, it helped crystallize, it distilled Ezra Klein's thinking about Donald Trump's personality. It's not that he's crazy, it's that he has a remarkably low level of inhibition for a politician. And Trump is having a great time right now